Alright, this is another episode of Star Citizen Let's Talk About It. We're going to be doing a bit of theory craft today. I am joined by Damodar. Say hello, Damodar.
Hello, people.
Sergeant Wise.
Hello, guys.
There you go. And Shingara.
Oh, I'm eating toast.
Alright, there you go. Alright, so we're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff, and this is basically a theory craft video where we go over ideas and things like this. So, okay, let's start out with the reputation system. Who wants to take this one out first?
I'll go first if you don't mind.
Yep, go for it.
I think we need to lay down a couple of ground rules of what we actually know of the reputation system so far. One of them that it doesn't just affect you as a character, it can affect your whole organization. And the other side is it has adverse effects on your reputation. So you can go into bad reputation and good reputation.
Yeah. Like, you could be doing good stuff right for the UEE, and pirates might not take too kindly to that.
Yeah, and I think the best example of this we saw at the last Gamescom with Miles Eckhart. He gave you an insurance job to go and find a black box on his Genesis, was it?
No, it was Starfarer.
Yeah, and it was a Starfighter Genesis. It don't matter anyway. It was a fuel tanker. And when you got that, you found the black box. You then had an option to go down and nick the cargo that had been taken by the pirates.
Yeah.
So, from the first point of that mission, you would have been actively working for the UEE. And the second part of the mission, you were actively going into piracy. So that could be how the reputation system can bounce differently in the same mission.
Yeah, exactly. We lost Wise. He'll be back soon, I'm guessing. Hold on. Un momento. There you go, Wise. But yeah, I'm finding it very interesting to see how it's gonna play out in the full game in terms of how many different people there are going to be in terms of mission givers, all sorts of things like this. So, let's quickly talk about organization, reputation, and what we actually know that I've already talked about. How a single player's actions could affect an entire organization's reputation, right?
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a very big problem for the large organizations and affiliates.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, it's a reason in this org here we have a policy of 250 members is the maximum count, and we do not have affiliates. When someone joins, we'll give them a grace period of letting them get to know the group and actually join in the stuff. And if they see it's something that they want to do, they'll set themselves to a full member. If not, then they can leave, because we don't really have affiliates.
We're all in kind of people.
Oh yeah. All
All
right.
it takes is one bad apple to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, precisely. So
It's going to happen a lot.
yeah,
In Star
exactly.
Citizen.
Yeah, exactly. So another thing that I find interesting about Reputation was they're talking about Reputation when they did the announcement of the Genesis Starliner, where if you have any kind of negative reputation, you will not be able to work as a passenger pilot. So what are your thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah, that makes quite a bit of sense, actually. I mean, if you're not going to get from A to B properly, people are going to be like, yeah, I might go with that other guy. The other Genesis Starliner doesn't crash as much. Always fly Qantas.
Yeah.
Qantas never crashes.
Well, it does bring up an interesting point, does the Starliner, because that gives another level of reputation. Because you don't just have a reputation with NPCs, and with the Starliner, you have a reputation as a business.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it, to see how this all is going to play out and all these reputations are going to intertwine, so like interconnect, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm trying to find the part about the medical bay for the Endeavour with the Hope class, where people set respawn points. Like you'll get choice of where you get to respawn in a close way. You could probably say, if I've got my Hope class and I'm like, hey, this is my reputation. 70% of the time, I fix everybody all the time. That kind of deal. So,
yeah.
So
70% of the time, all the time. Oh,
it's
Jesus.
gonna be fixed. But anyway, so my rating might be higher than somebody else's, so people can just choose mine instead. And I think that's they actually. I'm trying to find that where they said that.
Does that mean
yeah.
30% of the time you're gonna keep a kidney?
Yeah, I'd slip in an augmentation or two just under the radar.
Yeah, just.
How do you like that, Joe Blogs?
And another thing with the reputation is that the higher reputation you have, the more people are going to trust you, and the more you're going to be able to charge your rates for whatever your service is. So
yeah.
In the long run, if you stay
that's true.
good and one reputation, you're going to be able to make more money.
Yeah.
And I think the highest earner of all that stays with the Endeavour, but with the one that can overtune parts.
Yeah. Well, that's augmentations, you mean? Yeah. There's going to be big money in that.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands,
especially certain types.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh no, well, just certain types of augmentations are going to be worth a bloody lot. There's going to be some rare ones that you can't get a hold of for sure. Easily.
Oh yeah.
I will more on about, when you get the big centrifuge on it, you can tune up people's weapons and stuff like that. And as it stands at this moment in time, there's only one ship that can overtune anything, and that's the Endeavour.
Yeah.
That's very true.
It's pretty handy to have one then.
Oh yeah, no, it's well, like yeah, for any group of players, organizations, or would-be people who want to start a business in Star Citizen, I would recommend an Endeavour. It's a main staple of the basically of multi-role kind of capabilities.
It's not cheap though.
Yeah.
Well, it's a freaking massive hospital.
Yeah.
Plus the augmentation pod.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a general science pod, isn't it?
Yeah.
For that type of money, I would suggest just buying a starter package, and either earn money in game, or wait and see, because I can't see there only ever being one ship that does it forever.
Yeah, exactly. What was this? The other day, Shingara and I were discussing ships that they need to fill the void with, and Shingara came up with a good point with a capital ship that's a utility vessel, something that's designed to repair or salvage or do all of the above. You know what I mean? A really big kind of ship for towing also other capital ships. Isn't that correct, Shingara?
Yeah, well, my main thought on that was that we need some. They've said that they want more utility ships, and we could do with something that can drag the Bengals and the Pegasuses out of dangerous space.
Pilot ship, like a tugboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a type, the whole boat.
And
Yeah, that's interesting.
You're gonna need some brute force behind you, and they've not mentioned anything about moving ships between systems. Are we even going to be able to drag ships that don't have their own power through jump points?
Like a barge powered by tugboats.
I mean, if you're using crucibles, you can't imagine trying to get 6 crucibles, which you probably need to get a Bengal shifted. Actually, can crucibles even tow?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't think
Yeah.
they can tow, but they can repair. They got the big arms that they can use to repair the bigger capital ships that can't fit inside their repair bay.
And
Yeah, that's pretty handy.
And I can't see us finding Bengals and Pegasuses in safe systems. Like if you find a Bengal in Hades system, what, 2 jumps away from the Spider?
Yeah.
You're not going to try and repair one of them so close, because halfway through your repair you could get attacked.
Precisely.
Yeah, it'd be safer to tow it away somewhere safer where you can fix it up and keep it.
Well, it's the same deal with, let's say, it's something from Polaris scale, right? I mean, if its jump drives are out and it's severely damaged, and you need to take it from A to B, Crucible is going to be there for a while repairing this thing, and it's going to take some time. It's safer to just take it to another system and do the repairs there.
Yeah.
And I can even tell you which ship producer I would love to make it. And it's Crusader.
Crusader. Oh, that would be interesting. They're the ones who made the Genesis Starliner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But that's something they've been doing as well, isn't it? They've been trying to force, force is the wrong word. They've been putting ship types into manufacturers who don't normally make them type of thing. So like we got the Misk Razor.
Yeah.
And like the Mako in there and stuff like that. So they've been trying to move different ships into different manufacturers to like fill out their back catalogue.
Yeah. What I would love to see personally would be a Drake tow truck, like spaceship. Just for like large to large and medium sized vessels, right? Would be pretty cool. I mean, something that has like maybe, yeah. Go ahead, Wise.
Yeah, because like you said, Drake would be a good one because you don't need all like the fancy amenities that like Origin has with like the leather seats and the flashy exteriors. You just need something that's gonna work and it's gonna work well.
Yeah, like a giant crane.
Yeah, they in that aspect where they emphasize on being good at their job and not being.
Well, Drake has always reminded me of. Do you remember on Firefly the mutants?
Oh yeah, the
the
Reavers.
Yeah, to me, the Drake ship scream Reavers.
Yeah.
So a Drake tow ship to me just looks like something that looks like a skip with a roof on. Fires out grappling up.
Just
harpoons
harpoons into them.
It doesn't even bother with tractor beams. It just lassos them and just drags them. It don't care if it rips them to bits while it's doing it. To them, it's just like scrap and repair.
What, like
And then
that?
Dennis Hopper's there. What a world.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wave off, wave off. Oh man. Oh, rest in
What a
peace,
world
Dennis
in
Hopper.
space. Yeah.
He was
Good
a
on you,
legend.
Ryder.
Oh yeah. Tell you what though, in terms of ships and things that we need to see, there's the tow truck one. I would really love a ship that is basically designed like, you know, we have the salvage ship, right? Like the Reclaimer. But something that's a dedicated gunship. Like, not like the Retaliator, right? But something that's dedicated as an anti-air platform.
Ooh.
Ground vehicle?
So anti-fighter or
Yeah, exactly. Something completely dedicated for anti-fighter. And it doesn't have
Can
to
I
be
extend
big.
on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I would really like, you know, you were liking Drake with the tow truck kind of idea, but I was thinking Drake with like a citadel, well, not well, citadel, but like a castle. It's a castle ship with just turrets mounted all over it, and it's just built like a brick shithouse, like their what is it, the Cutlass, just fully tanked up, just behemoth of a thing, just like a rolling ball of castle. I think that'd be so cool. Maybe it doesn't have so much for anti-capital, but it's just purely anti-fighter, like you were talking about, but just rough as guts, castle looking.
Yeah.
That'd be beast.
Or, hey, what about a Drake space station?
Ooh, I'm sure that's down the line a bit further.
Yeah.
Coming to.
On a dedicated anti-fighter, I always thought the Polaris should have been something like that, but I would love to see something that looks like a terrapin and has just been put on steroids.
Oh, that would be cool.
Now that's a flying castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
You and your flying castles, Demeter.
I really want to see one.
Like it is agile as a skip, slow as hell, and it is just there to take damage and be a shield.
The
A
brick.
sponge.
I would buy one. Here's my money. Take it all.
and just cover it in ballistic Gatling guns. So it doesn't have a lot of range, but it's got all the power. And its cargo space is completely just drums and drums of ammo. It can't
Ball bearings coming out of every orifice.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's what open the fridge in an ammo box hits you on head. It's that type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You know what? I'd love to see one of those, like, just hovering, right, in atmosphere. Just daka, just shooting everything that's, like, coming through the cloud layer. And then eventually, like a boss fight kind of deal. And then as it's going down, just this huge thing, like all the ammunition on the inside exploding would be crazy.
Let's get on this.
Yeah, we need to contact CIG. Oh man.
Come on, they already watched this.
Hopefully they'll watch this. Yeah.
Well, on about CIG, I think we should all wish Chris Roberts a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, good point.
Ah,
Wait, when is that?
It was yesterday, but you know the way the world tends, it might still be today somewhere on the planet.
Yeah, that's true. This video is likely to be put out. We are recording it now. Tomorrow the the Let's Talk About It we did on the Around the Verse will be out, and then the next after, not the next day, but the next day this one will be out.
Can I just point out to the listeners that demo saying now doesn't really help you, but I will say it is on the 28th.
There you go. Thank you.
That's one, Shingers.
Yeah, we are here now. You are there then. It's like, what? You are in the future as of watching this, and we are in the past.
Wise? About your dream ship, man. What do you want to see in the verse?
Oh man, there's a lot. Like, I'm a big fan of the stealth ships and also the racing ships, but you know, obviously you don't need stealth for racing. And they've already kind of come out with my dream racing ship with the Razor. But I'm really excited to actually pilot that. But man, I don't know. I might have to come back to that one. That one's interesting. I haven't really thought about that. If I had to take my
Yeah, I just put you on the spot. Sorry, bro.
Hey, no, you're good.
Yeah, but that Razor though, yeah, you're gonna be excited about that. That's not too long.
Oh, I know. I'm excited. Every time they come out with new news on it, I'm watching it and doing it.
Oh yeah, man. Good looking
You're
ship.
killing it with the racing, so with that, you're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd be alright.
Ah, you be good,
Just
man.
takes time and dedication.
Yeah. Oh, quickly dragging us back to the reputation system, right? Two things. I think reputation is going to be difficult for a racer to maintain, because if you have one bad race, I can imagine that will really knock you, if you get what I mean. You'll lose sponsors if there's going to be sponsors.
That's an interesting point.
And who knows, the racing might be gained off a contract. So depending on how much reputation you have doing tiny little races here and there, a bigger company might come up to you with a contract and say, hey, race us with us for 10 races and we'll give you X amount of money, you know, whether you do good or not.
Like
But,
NASCAR, right?
yeah. And then also another thing with the reputation is, you know, you could do a million good things and only get, say, 10 reputation, but you do one bad thing and you're going to lose 50.
Yeah.
So most
The
people
choices we make.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have got drunk and flown my ship into that bar. Yeah.
Well, it all
Yeah,
starts with
exactly.
Squadron 42, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Got to get that right.
I think so. I think they mentioned that when if you play through all Squadron 42 and you know, complete it and go into the universe, you'll have like your citizenship and like a higher reputation with the UAE than somebody who just goes straight into the universe.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be like a neutral nobody that nobody really knows.
Yeah, well,
Well, the citizens and civilians has a higher meaning than that as well, because citizens will get rescued first,
yeah.
get higher priority on jobs,
Mhm.
and I've got a feeling
Yeah.
we'll be able to purchase the F8 Lightning in game, and I think that might be tied to Squadron 42, because I've got a feeling there is going to be hidden objectives in Squadron 42 that allow us to do specific things in the game. So that will be an incentive to play Squadron 42.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Well, I mean, it depends on what road you want to go down, right? I can imagine if someone wants to be a pirate and completely off the radar, they don't want citizenship necessarily, they just want to be completely off the grid, you know what I mean?
So yeah, so someone like that jumping in straight away would be good. Because
Yeah.
they're already at a neutral state that nobody really knows.
Yeah,
They already
exactly.
Well, on that, they've already said that you will get a portion of the reputations from whoever your parent was.
Yeah,
Yeah, under death.
when you get all dead and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
another piece of reputation I can imagine is going to be difficult to maintain is the role of the Marine. Now, as we know, Wise here's a pretty mean Marine, and yeah, he's pretty vicious. But yeah, in terms of reputation, each mission you go on is going to be a big deal. You know, because you could die perma-dead and then you've lost a crap ton of reputation.
Yes.
I'm
Higher risk
just-
reward. Probably get a higher reputation for it though.
I've
Yeah.
just remembered something that they said about reputations as well, and I completely forgot about this until now. But they said that reputations can degrade.
Yeah, I remember that. Over time, yeah, if you don't do something, they'll start to go down. So,
Brutal.
yeah, in my opinion, that's good because it keeps the game fresh. It stops people just from hoarding reputation for something
Yeah.
and never using it and being at the top of the list.
Mhm.
which is
It
good.
definitely puts that balance in there.
Yeah, exactly. But back to organizations and stuff in terms of reputations. Like, my honest opinion to anybody watching this is to find an organization that you have the same ideals as, and make sure there's not too many splits in the focus or whatever, like the main ideal, because otherwise you're gonna have people wanting to be pirates, wanting to be, fighting to save people, and other people wanting to do all sorts of different things, and it could basically ruin the reputation for everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna counteract. Like, I don't remember the names exactly, but there's a few organizations I saw that they were pretty much, the Swiss Army knife organizations. They wanted to do everything. They wanted to fight pirates, they wanted to be pirates, they wanted to be explorers, traders, bounty hunters.
It's got split screen looking all over it.
Yeah, if you got 20 people in that org playing as pirates, getting that org a bad rep, and like 5 people playing as like the good guys trying to get a good rep, then those guys are gonna have a much harder time because they're gonna be constantly being looked at as pirates, even though they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, another thing touching on that also is ship manufacturers. Origin said that they don't sell to pirates, so I'm guessing certain manufacturers like Origin, which would be like Rolls-Royce, aren't going to sell to, like, pirates. They already said that they don't sell to people that have criminal records, right? So if you have, like, say if you are in an organization and you're looking at getting an 890 jump in the game, and you're in an organization where there's pirates, you can kiss that dream goodbye, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with like the high-powered UE ships. I can see them not giving away their big ships like the Idris or Javelins to just anybody. I think we mentioned it before in one of the other talks, but
Yeah.
they're not just going to give you the keys to one of their really expensive military vehicles unless you have a high reputation with them and you know you can use them properly.
I do have to wonder how the reputation system is going to affect bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Because they have said in the past that when people were arguing about how the bounties collected, they did state that bounties collected upon death. On the flip side of that, if you kill somebody in an escape pod, it's classed as murder.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine a lot of accidental murder happening in a large fleet engagement, though. Like, if someone, like, I mentioned this before in a Let's Talk About It I did about a year ago, I think it was, but, what happened was, that was, brought the subject of, if there's a large capital ship, it's about to blow up, it jetsons some escape pods. There's lots of people still flying around, shooting missiles and shooting at each other. There's every chance that someone might fly into an escape pod, or, someone's bullets might miss their, like, ship that they're trying to chase down in front of them and hit an escape pod and detonate it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So much collateral damage.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it is interesting to see what road they're going down with this. Things get more fleshed out. I mean, as of right now, we're waiting for 3.0, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure we can all agree here.
Oh yeah.
Canyon running.
Oh my god, that's gonna be the funnest part right there.
In your razor. Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see if I can nudge off a cliff edge first.
Yeah, I can definitely see them making a new racetrack like that inside.
Oh, I sure hope so.
Housing? It'd be cool if they put one in the game.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. Pod racing, man. Pod racing. That's what it's gonna be.
They're gonna make the Drake Dragonflies. People are gonna be modifying the black market to make them faster so they can race them.
Oh yeah. Well, the Drake Dragonfly. I mean, I love the Drake Dragonfly. What do you guys think of it?
I think it's a cool little concept. It's a nice little vehicle. It's something that's be cheap. People can pick up easily and be able to go around with, without having to walk.
It's a space Harley.
Yeah, and like I said, it's cheap and it's got a little bit of utility to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I see a lot of people crying about it though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you haven't got any protection. So I can see people being on it and they're just sniped.
Well, no, it's got a shield. It's got a vehicle-sized shield.
Yeah, if you get hit by a ballistic bullet from a sniper rifle, you don't go through the shield, go straight through your head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the risk you take with riding a vehicle that doesn't have a canopy.
Yeah.
People that ride motorcycles, you just take that. You assume that extra risk for that extra reward.
Yeah.
They're not, the Nox that's coming in, that's open canopy as well, isn't it?
Well, it's like, do you want to look cool or do you want to wear a helmet?
Oh, as a side note, anybody that is riding a motorcycle out there, I recommend that you do wear a helmet in the real world because we do not want to lose any of you guys.
Oh yeah, I
that's true.
definitely contest to that one. I can thank many helmets for saving my life.
There you
while
go.
we're on about health and safety,
If it goes faster than I can run, I wear a helmet.
Remember, kids, coolness is temporary.
Death is permanent. All right, Shingara, what were you gonna say, buddy?
I thought of an experiment now that we've got it. Now we're getting moves.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
wants to be my test on this? Because I want to, when my character is actually out, if it ever comes out, see,
the character.
I want to park I want somebody to park the rover on the edge of the ramp and it's down. I'm gonna go full boost towards the planet and slam on the brakes and see if you can enter orbit and land in an Earth rover.
Orbit
That would be
the
actually
planet
pretty
in
cool
an
to
Ursa.
You're gonna orbital drop in an Ursa rover. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's very aliens.
Don't know if the suspension is gonna hold up to that. It might have to have some thrusters on the bottom to help counteract your falling speed.
Well,
It's
we're
the ultimate stealth attack, isn't it? Because they can't hear you coming until you land.
well, yeah, until you land, and then they'll hear a really loud explosion. Well, we'll have to find out what happens. So, Damodar, let us know how it goes, buddy.
10-4.
Well, we don't want anyone to do something they don't want to, unless it's really, really important.
I
I'll
think
wear
there's
my
plenty
helmet.
There's plenty of tests that we all want to do like that.
Oh, yeah.
Find random things that we can do and see, oh, what will happen if we do
Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the things I want to test is what happens to someone if they're on the outside of a ship doing repair and it falls into the atmosphere and it, like, the outside starts to burn up. Will they be protected by the ship's shields, or would they be, well, you know, hot dogged?
I definitely think they're going to be turned into a crisp. That's just my idea.
Yeah.
Because no shield's going to protect their body from the friction of the air passing over there.
Well, there is a ship, not to trumpet one of my other favourite ships, which is the Carrack. It has a door on the top that you can walk out of and you stood on top of the ship. So the Carrack's a ship to test that on.
Hey, there you go. That'd be pretty interesting, yeah. Alright, I guess that's gonna about wrap it up for this video. We've gone on for a little while here about stuff. So yeah, I'll go around and everyone can say their goodbyes. So, Damodar, anything you want to say to people?
Yes. Don't forget to brush your teeth at night.
There you go. Alright, what about Sergeant Wise? What are you gonna say, buddy?
Just have fun out there, and I'll see y'all on the track.
There you go. Alright, Shingara, what about you?
Our cat's really evil.
Oh, cat's really evil. Alright. Alright, and that's all from us, I guess. So, thank you for watching, guys. You know the drill. Fly safe, commanders, and I'll see you in the verse.